Watch this.
I'm about to go here and tell you what a nigga like me might say. We about to break down, roll up. We about to get high today. Go ahead and spark that up, pass it like a damn relay. You forgot your place, now we in your face. It's time to play.
It's TGI Now time. Back again in the K420 studio, discussing real, authentic truth talk, freedom of speech, and living in the now. Freeing your mind.
One episode at a time.
Shit, we trying.
Boom.
Back at it again.
There we are.
Yeah.
Nice hat, Rondo.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. What's it say on
LA.
it? LA. All right.
Los
There you go.
Angeles.
LA.
Fucking-
I guess you got that in LA.
The
Damn sure
Angels.
did.
Well, we're a little on time, a little late, but little on time.
Yeah, it's
About
okay.
20,
I was on time.
20
Same
minutes.
time as Eddie.
We both came in the same time.
You guys did show up at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. That was good. I
So what's
appreciate
up,
it.
man?
Well, you know,
Slow week.
still navigating the matrix, slow week. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a little busy for me.
It's
Yeah.
a little slow, but fuck.
Yeah.
Battling.
Battling the
Fight.
what are you battling? Battling spiritual,
All kinds of fucking spiritual
Spiritual
warfare, dude.
right? It's a
Got
time, right?
fucking jezzies, all kinds of shit going on.
Jizzy.
Is that what they're not? That's a nickname now.
Yeah,
Jezzy.
Jezzy, but you got jezzies.
I like
you know,
that. I like
jezzies, you know.
I like that Jezzy. So this is it right here. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jezzy.
Fighting
that's
up
what
the
it is.
Jizzy.
Spiritual warfare. Our
Fighting.
struggle is not against flesh and blood, boy, but sometimes flesh and blood is the one that's fucking attacking us.
Yeah, they get you. They
Jesus
get you.
Christ.
They go after you. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, it's a battle, like you said. You know, it's the unseen that we don't see it, but we do see it. Like you can see it in people, the way that things are playing out in the world. And what are you looking for? No lighter.
No lighter.
No lighter. Anybody got a lighter? We have a lighter. That's a rarity.
I got one of you, G.
But you're out in the matrix and you're trying to navigate it, but then you're coming across these spirits, these entities, these unseen realm of energy. They
You
siphon
know what I see though? Honestly, what I've been seeing a lot is a spirit of confusion.
Yeah.
I noticed that confusion, like words are fucking being like, I don't know. People taking words the fucking wrong way. You say one thing, they fucking read something else.
Yeah,
you know?
because it's two different realities
Yeah,
playing
that's
out,
what
like
it
I always
is,
say.
you know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It is. It's
You know, it's
two
just
different
confusion.
frequencies.
The Bible says, "For God is not the author of confusion." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the author of truth.
Yeah.
You know, he brings crooked things straight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell you, man, it's been fucking really confusing, bro.
It's a battle. That's what it is, a spiritual battle.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's the spirit, one of the spirits that he uses, and he fucks people up with that. He destroys stuff with confusion.
Yeah.
Because if I say something to you and you read it another way, it's gonna fuck shit up. Man.
Well, obviously, me and Kelly were talking before the podcast about the whole AI and like how people are like when they're getting in a bad conversation with somebody, a disagreement, they're using AI to respond by asking AI, like, how should I respond to this conflict that I'm having with so and so or so and so, and they use it to respond, but it's really not their response. It's an
Man.
artificial response.
But people are
Sometimes
using AI to argue now.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, you gotta be careful with that because AI don't know punctuation like that. So like the thing about that, like you sending a message, punctuation is very fucking important. That's why when I text, I barely talk in slang.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you say something the wrong way, and people are using shit out of context now to mean like that's just bad, but if we really mean that's good, like out of context,
Mhm.
like so shit can be confused. You write something out, you didn't put a comma or something, it looked like something bad,
completely different.
something completely different.
Yeah.
That's how powerful words are.
100%.
I know that, bro.
Yeah.
They can be you can write something innocent, but you forgot to put something somewhere. It looked menacing.
Yeah. And that's the confusion, like you were saying. That's the confusion. The two different
Perspective.
realities playing out. Perspective. You know, it's the two different
It's
realities,
everything.
and then people using AI to do that, integrate that into the conversation. You know, because it's not authentic. You know, it's not become authentic.
So you become unreal because if AI is using your
Yeah.
words. I mean, I do use AI for marketing.
No,
No.
I saw a video today at work.
But I don't use it for conversation. That's
No.
fucking nuts.
This kid showed me that it's like
I know how to
90% of people in college right now are using ChatGPT to get everything done.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, when they go to be CEOs and shit, they ain't gonna know shit.
They don't understand ChatGPT will.
It
they'll
did it all for them. And
they'll
they're gonna
continue
keep
to rely on
using
it.
that bitch. Yep. That's all they're gonna be able to do is keep using it.
Do you know like a lot of the stuff that like, okay, I'll talk about testosterone. You know that if you take testosterone at a young age when you don't need it, you'll end up fucking up your testosterone. You won't have any.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing happens with GPT. That pretty soon you're not gonna have a fucking brain.
Well, let me hold you right there. All right. Now I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this video for you.
I'm a psychic.
And I'm going to play this. And I didn't say that. I didn't send this to you. I didn't do anything. I teed this up like it was maybe 2 days ago. All right, ready?
ChatGPT is destroying your hippocampus, and I'm going to give you 3 examples how. Number 1, if you look at taxi drivers who use a GPS, their hippocampus shrinks. Why? Because the hippocampus is in charge of memory and learning. So rather than exploring the world, rather than getting lost in a city, you depend on technology, and that shrinks your hippocampus. Number 2 is when you are doing research, rather than going into the unknown and doing things that are difficult, you want comfort. So you ask ChatGPT for every little thing. That makes your pattern recognition centers go lower and your critical thinking skills suck. And that is why you get dementia. Now, number 3, when you write an essay, when you write an email, when you write text, what do? You consult ChatGPT. That is a big mistake, because rather than using your creative thinking, your alpha waves, this was a study recently done by MIT and Harvard. When you use your alpha waves, you can do pattern recognition, you can be creative in your writing, but you will not be able to do that if you use ChatGPT. So for all of you who suck in memory, who suck at learning, who are completely dependent on ChatGPT for everything, listen up. When you need to write something, go into the unknown, be uncomfortable and write with your own brain. When you need to do research, rather than asking ChatGPT for every little thing, go into the unknown and use your pattern recognition centers in the hippocampus to strengthen your brain. And last but not least, when you want to find something, when you want to navigate in a city, go get lost. Go wander around. That is how you will strengthen your hippocampus. That is how you will never get dementia. And that is how you will have the best brain health. ChatGPT is destroying your hippocampus, and I'm going to give you 3 examples how. Number 1.
Boom. There you go.
Number 1.
Right? Yeah, man.
I believe it.
But it's the truth, though, man. Words have fucking been taken out of context. I mean, it's like, if you think about Old English, if we really start talking about words, the word, like, you use the example bad. The bad isn't good, but we use it as good. That shit is bad.
Right.
You're one badass motherfucker, right?
Yep.
So basically, if you was to read that, if you was to hear that literally, you're thinking this guy's no good.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it's again, it's all by design. It's all the words are used to manipulate our reality, to symbols, words, phrases. It all changes how we look at things. It's designed to confuse you. It's confusing. It's spelling. That's why I hated spelling in school, because you know that something's not right with it. You know that you're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be spelling out these words to write a spell. You're not supposed to, because words are used to manipulate. Just like television, they just call the TV television. Like, oh, let's call it a television. That's a good name for it. No, it has a reason for it. Tell lies to your vision. Tell a vision. They're telling you the vision they want you to believe. Right. The vision they want you to create, because we create the reality. That's how powerful we are. So they're telling us that vision, like, oh, these movies are not real. It's all science fiction. Like,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so they're telling you the truth. You just have to see it with your own your real eyes, you know, because you realize the real eyes with your real eyes.
You have to realize what you realize.
Yeah.
I haven't said that in a while.
Yeah, because that's what it is. You're looking at symbols. That's why the movie They Live is so powerful, because they show you the symbols. You know, marry and reproduce, and they show you a picture of going on a cruise.
Do y'all remember the movie? It was called A Wrinkle in Time. It's a book called A Wrinkle in Time, but they made a movie. But in like middle school, one of my teachers like let us watch this movie, and it was about like these kids who went to another world, and on this other world, it was like everybody was controlled by one brain, and it was like all the houses were exactly the same. They peek out, and there's like other kids, like, and it's identical. Everybody's identical. Like everybody has the same thing. They're all bouncing the ball at the same pace.
Yeah,
it's creepy as shit. And I'm like, yeah, this one in the world my mama was talking about. This is what they want to do to us.
Yeah,
like I'm thinking, like, yeah, this is what they want to do to us. And I told one of the kids, and he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Yeah, our government will do this to us." I was like, the kids looking at me crazy as shit.
Yeah, like an 8-year-old conspiracy.
I'm in like 7th or 8th grade. So yeah,
so
like,
you're a 12-year-old.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm like, yo, this is what the government want to do to us.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, why is this in a kid's movie?
Right? Because they're
gotta show you what they're gonna do to you.
Because they gotta show you
subconscious programming.
That's just crazy. You gotta watch that shit, bro. Called A Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time. I just wrote it down.
It was like it won a lot of awards. Won a lot of shit.
What's it on? Is it on?
It's like
Amazon.
One of those books that what do you call those?
Documentaries.
Like a scholastic, like one of those books that was like it won awards and Pulitzers and shit like that. It's one of those, yeah.
All right, I'll have to check it out. I'm gonna look it up. A Wrinkle in Time. We got the boys from To The Point. I agree.
Don't watch the old one, not that new shit. That new cheesy shit. Don't watch that new cheesy shit. Watch the old one.
But they got a new one.
Yeah, they made a new one where it's like dumbed down. They didn't show all that crazy shit. Like, but yeah, that old one, that was crazy. We was in the class like, what the fuck is going on? We didn't read this part in the book. Like, wait, the fuck?
A Wrinkle in Time. I'll check it out for sure. So, the other thing I wanted to bring up too was, what do you got? This video here. This is the same guy we used last week. Talk about the spiritual war.
Previous videos, you have to watch these things play out. You know, all of these things that are happening on a global scale are really it's a consciousness war. It's a war on consciousness, and it's a spiritual war. So you got to keep grounding yourself in that fact and watching the events play out rather than reacting to them, because the reaction to them is kind of important too, because that's part of your spiritual growth actually. You know, Trump went from 3 weeks ago saying, why are you going on about the Epstein list? It's not important and I know nothing about it, to the other day saying, well, yeah, Bill Clinton was on that plane 28 times, you know, and he got the whole of the mainstream media and the left crying out for the Epstein list, getting billions more column inches than it would have gone if he hadn't done that. You've got to understand the way that this operation is playing out. Now, my personal opinion, you disagree as much as you like, is that Keir Starmer that we're seeing and Ursula, they're not the originals. We're watching actors playing things out because the operation is God's plan, right? It's not about Trump as an individual. It's not about a savior, right? We're saving ourselves, but we've got to do it through our own consciousness rising. And that's the good thing about the pain that people are going through, because without pain, there is no growth. You know, the human race was asleep at the wheel, and everybody's being given the opportunity consistently on a micro level and a macro level to choose between good and evil. And it's as simple as that. Keep making your choices wisely and have a wonderful day. I've said in previous videos, you have
make your choices wisely.
All
all you can do.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can't overreact. You got to protect your mind and control your emotions, and not get too worked up over the shit that we see, because it is playing as a production to help wake up the masses to what's really going on, And that's a spiritual war. That's a war on your mind, the prison of your mind, like what Matrix talks about, the prison of your mind. It's, you were born into this prison. And now we're given the opportunity to break out of this prison because of everything that's being disclosed. I mean, just like I was talking to Kelly before the podcast about like the evolution of our podcast and how things have come out so fast, like boom, boom, boom. Like first we recorded it on Tuesday, then we didn't put it out till Friday. Then we recorded it on Tuesday and we put it out on Wednesday because it was old news by Friday. Then we started going live, and then now we're live, and so now we're doing it straight up,
At the moment,
just on the fly, just going live and just being like, all right, this is what we see, this is what's happening and how it's going down, and you can believe us or you can believe whatever you want, but you have to discern for yourself. And you have to use your mind, like Mike was saying about ChatGPT in the comment. You got to be careful how you use it. Like you start realizing people are using it to have conversations because they're having a disagreement with a family member. Like hey, this is what my family member said about what I think about Trump, and they think I'm crazy. But what do you think, ChatGPT? What should I say? And
you can't even argue no more with your.
I know you just turn it over to something else.
That's weak. I had a boss, bro. He screamed that shit. He screamed that shit. He used to chat. That's weak.
Yeah.
You can't think for yourself.
Who did that?
The guy they got rid of.
Oh.
So that's
why they got rid of him.
Yeah, because he's pushing.
I'm like, bro, that's to me, like, to use a computer, you got to use a computer to talk to people.
Oh, I mean, you have to have a conversation.
That's not how I was.
No. Because you lose your authenticity,
right?
When a customer comes, he's not expecting to speak to you.
You're gonna be stuttering. I don't even remember what I told you.
You
didn't even write this shit. You don't know what Chat GPT told this person. You ain't gonna remember it because you didn't write it. You didn't think that shit up.
Think it up. Yeah. So that's what people are doing when they.
I remember everything I tell a customer. If I promised you something, I remember it because I didn't have to sit there and bullshit. I remember.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
And that's being authentic. You're not covering up a lie with another lie with another lie or another chat. You
don't have to remember
shit. Chat GPT or whatever. Yeah.
Because everything's the truth.
Yeah. There you go.
I ain't got a lot of nobody.
No, that was one of our clips that I put out there the other day. It's truth, That's the real authentic truth. You speak your truth and you don't hold back and you don't sugarcoat it. Be like, oh well, this is what I think, but maybe not. You can't do that. You have to be authentic. You have to do the right thing. And that's the hardest thing to do. Really, is sometimes people can't do the right thing. They just want to straddle the fence. They don't want to stand in their truth.
It ain't never been hard to do the right thing. And to me, like, even if it's like, I know it's going to hurt their feelings, I can't do shit. I can't do nothing about it. It's one of them. I tell you, like, in those moments, I'm either bothered or unbothered.
Well, it's part of the 4 agreements,
right? I can't do nothing about nothing. I can't got no control over.
Exactly.
I can't do shit.
Don't take it personal.
And I really believe it. Like, once I realize, damn, I can't do nothing.
That's it.
I got somebody I can put you somewhere. I'm not going to abandon you, but I'm going to bring you somewhere that I hope they can solve this for you, or they can better explain it. That's all I can do.
That's it. Yeah.
Because once it's out of my hands, it's out of my hands.
Well,
I'm not the creator.
He just mentioned the 4 agreements. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, again, the word comes out. Be impeccable with your words. To be impeccable is don't let sin, the word sin, which is hitting the target, right? Come out of your mouth. What does that mean? Don't gossip. Try not. I mean, I shouldn't even be cursing or as much as I do, because that's not being impeccable. Yeah. Be truthful. Be honest. Don't be kind with your words.
That one's hard.
Yeah.
Because sometimes stupidity, I can't just sit back and look at it. I can't. I ain't one of them people. I'm one of them, bro. What the fuck is you doing?
I got 60 plus years of learning how to fucking talk the way I talk. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm one of them. What are you doing?
One thing I can say, a dangerous thing, and I always said this, man. One of the most dangerous things you could fucking do is educate a thug. Okay. And that's what they did. But my words are still my words. How I think is different.
Yeah.
You see?
That's the world in your consciousness.
Yeah.
You change the way you think. You change.
Yeah.
You change you change the way you look at things.
Right.
And the things you look at will change.
Right.
Yeah.
Change your mind. Simple.
Yeah.
I just changed my mind of what I was thinking to something else.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what people don't get, you know. And I get confused sometimes, and people get confused with me, and that's okay, bro. I'm just, you know.
I'm just Eddie Rivera.
That's it, bro.
That's it, me. That's it.
Take it or leave it. You know?
Take it or leave
It's the truth.
That's it. That's come as you are.
It's true because
right?
you know people don't. I know that I'm an acquired taste, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Most people are. You know what I mean? There's something about everybody that we could say, you know, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
Yeah, man. That's how come, you know, I truly live by that concept. I try not to because that's judgment. I try not to. I try to give everybody an A, bro. I try to like you from jump.
You got to keep
You got to keep that motherfucker. That's what you got to do. You know, I have to try to live with me. You got to keep it. You know, and people don't know how to keep shit, bro. People will fuck shit up, bro. Words like a motherfucker. They will fuck shit up. Words will, you know, it's like I was talking to some of the guys from Citizens and Bikers. And one of the things that people don't realize, man, is that you could get beat the fuck up physically and you'll heal from that a lot quicker than words.
Yeah.
Words could destroy you, man. Words will hurt you longer than a punch in the mouth.
They stick.
They stick, bro. You know, that old expression, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a lie.
It's backwards. Yeah.
It's backwards. Right.
Yeah. That's why they taught you to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because words will hurt you.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
You know, a stick and a stone will, okay. You know what I mean? But a word, that shit can stick, boy.
Yeah.
You know, that's how come as parents, we have to be very careful how we speak to our children, you know, with the words that we say. Oh, you're clumsy, you're a klutz. You know, don't say that because you're going to create that in your child. You're going to create a clumsy klutz because those were the words that you instilled in him. So he believes it.
Those words are spells.
Yeah.
They're spells. Yeah. It's just that you're casting a spell.
Right. You're casting spells with your words.
Yep.
That's where the word spelling comes from.
Yep.
Spells.
Just
that's what we do. We cast spells with our words, and we'll get people aggravated. We'll make people love us. We'll make people hate us. Words. But that's what comes says we have to be impeccable with our word.
There it is.
Yeah. The 4 agreements. Don't take things personal. Don't make assumptions, and just try your best.
There it is.
That's the book right there.
4 agreements. Yeah.
Agree on that shit.
It's a powerful book. I mean, it's so simple, and I read it when I was younger. But then I read it again, obviously, over as I got older. But my mom, you know, she had a little pocket version of it, so she would read it all the time too.
Well, you gave it to me to read.
Yeah, I told you about it, and then we went on to the Voice of Knowledge,
and
then the Mastery of Self,
Mastery of Love,
the actor. We went through that one too. Yeah, I got that one in the other room. Yeah. No, they're great books. I mean, and again, that's like we get back to the ChatGPT thing. Like people don't want to read a book, like sit down and read a book. They'd rather have it dictated to them.
Give me the summary.
Not even listen to the audiobook. Like just have it dictated to me. Give me the summary of the book. Like what is the premise of all this book, so I don't have to read it. And then just
75 Hard. One of the things that they demand
is you read. Yeah, what is it?
Read.
Yeah,
not listen to. You read 10 pages of a book.
Yeah. I remember that you were doing that
brain exercise.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's my brother. I mean, he's a perfect example. I mean, the guy's got a memory like a steel trap, and he does the trivia at fucking Chili's on Friday nights. He reads a book, and he constantly is reading a trivia book so that he can pick up those trivia questions like that, like fast without looking, because you can't lose your phone. You're supposed to use your brain. That's what he does. He does that on purpose. My father used to call him Brain for a reason, for whatever. That was his nickname. So I don't know why he did it, but now you think about it, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's using his
brain.
brain.
What your father did.
Yeah.
Your father instilled that in him, the brain.
The brain. He called him the brain.
So he became smart, like the brain.
Yeah.
It's funny. All my kids, and this is the truth, my son Joseph, his whole life, I said, you're going to be a scientist because he was smart.
Yeah.
Kid's an engineer.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Jared, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid's going to be a model. guy sells suits and he's thinking about modeling.
That's awesome.
Because we instill that in them.
No, that makes sense.
You know, my wife beat the shit out of Josh. I'll tell you the truth, bro. Words, bro.
So just crushed him.
Yeah, but by the grace of God, he's doing okay, man. But words, man, will fuck a person up. Yeah, it's the truth, man. We have to be very careful with our words, how we speak to our children. We have to speak life, not death. Life.
That's true. Yeah, you have to use the opposite. You know, you can't use again. It goes back to the Hawkins scale of consciousness too. You know, the highest vibration is truth, love, authenticity. The other ones are fear, guilt, shame. You know, you shame somebody by calling them fat. You know, calling them you're a loser, you're an idiot, you're a piece of shit. That's the fear, guilt, and shame. That's the lower consciousness. That's why I always tell you that what's happening now is people are raising their consciousness and they're getting out of the pit. And the other people are trying to pull them back in the pit. Like, they don't want you to raise your conscience. Like, I don't want you to get better. I don't want you to do better. I want to pull you back into the pit with me. You got to come down here into the pit of fire and stay with me. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to raise my consciousness. This is a spiritual war. I don't want to be pulled down into the pit, because the pit is where the low frequency is, where they want to keep you in a low state of frequency. And that's the spiritual unseen battle, is the frequency of you can't see the spirits that are wanting you to be in that low frequency, so that they can jump on you and use you as a vessel with alcohol and pills and and get guilt and shame and shaming each other and getting in arguments. That's what's happening. A lot of conflict with people right now, and it's a spiritual war. I went through it, with a couple years ago with my son. We were going through battles, and there was some. You could tell there was like something was trying to attach itself to him. But you can feel it. You can almost see it. That's what's so crazy. You're just like, well, I feel it. I remember telling Kelly, I think there's something trying to attach itself to my son and try to get them to hurt himself. And I felt it, because I could just feel that something wasn't right. Especially when it's your kid.
Yeah.
Like, you just know. You're just like, something ain't right with this. It's like, this isn't normal. This is not natural. There's something spiritual, there's something of the unnatural, the unseen that is it's basically merging with our reality now.
So what you're saying, you're describing what the topic of the podcast.
Yep.
I'm going to read it. Ephesians 6:12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness, against the of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Okay, now if we break it down, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, this part clarifies that our conflict is not with people, all right, but against principalities and powers. These terms refer to different levels of ranks of demonic forces, different levels of ranks, because we got all kinds of levels. I mean, confusion is a little demon, jealousy, envy, all these are little demons. That want to fuck with
demons,
us. You know what I mean? Demons.
Yeah.
Against
Right.
spiritual wickedness in high places. The rulers of the spiritual battlefield, right, suggested that the evil forces operate in spiritual realms. So they're above us, and they toy with people who let them toy with.
Exactly.
If you allow yourself to be toyed with, you will be toyed with by these demons, because they got nothing else to do, and they love playing with you.
Exactly. They feed off that loose energy.
Right, because they speak.
That's their food. That's the way I look at it. That's their food.
Yeah.
That's how they
Death,
feed themselves.
Lies, manipulation, hate. All this is what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why you see so much chaos in the world right now, because it's breaking down that system, that matrix, that unseen realm is merging with our physical realm now. And you're able to see it and feel it every day more and more. You're able to just it's right there. You just can't grab it, but it's there. It's there.
But I suggest that you don't stop reading 6:12, that you keep on reading, because it talks about, it gives you the armor that you can wear. And one of the pieces of armor is truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
Oh, there it is.
Truth.
Yeah. And that's all you can, like Rondo was saying earlier,
Righteousness.
Yeah.
Readiness.
Yeah,
these are the armies that the armor you're going to wear. Salvation. The sword of the Spirit. These are the things that you're going to need to battle these spiritual forces. You don't fight them like this the way you will fight a dude.
To navigate it, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to fight it and you got to fight the spirit in the spirit.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a weatherweight won't fight a heavyweight, right? A heavyweight fights a heavyweight, right? So you got to fight the spirit in the spirit. You got to be in that super heavyweight. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not weatherweight.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Let's give a quick shout out to Caps. I got a video to come after that too for what you just said.
I tell you, man,
Caps Pizza.
Caps, bro. He be hooking us up, bro.
He was there today. John was there today. We talked about coming on the show, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Just kidnap him.
We'll see what happens.
Just don't kidnap today.
He's got the weekly lineups. Let's go over the weekly lineup. What's today? Today's Tuesday the 29th. He's got $10.99 large cheese pizza. That's too late now because when people watch, he's getting ready to close. Tomorrow, Wing Wednesday on the 30th, 31st, $12.99 spaghetti and meatballs, $5 off spinach pizzas all day. Happy hour 4 to 7, and then the weekend buy one special, get a second one half off. And then a 20 large cheese pizza and domestic pitchers on Saturday, $24.99. That's a hell of a deal.
Saturday, August 2nd is my grandson's birthday, so I'm gonna.
Oh, you need to go down.
Shout out to Evan out there.
You got to take him down there. Oh, no, okay,
he's 13.
Yeah, all right.
He's 13, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking
awesome.
teenager,
Fast.
Right.
teenage grandson. Who the fuck would have thought?
Right, jeez. And then give him if you want to reach out to him, give him a call 772-770-CAPS. Knocking out pizza since 1987.
Look at that food, bro.
Right, Johnny was making all this
Look
today
at that,
when
man.
I was there.
It looked like cuisine food, bro.
That's the egg roll he's making. Oh, I'll have to get those. Yeah, we'll have
we
to
gotta
try
get a set
those.
of
Yeah.
those.
Oh, that's the egg rolls he was telling me about. Okay. All right, I'll have to.
Pizza.
I'll have
We
to
gotta
knock
do
out.
one now.
Yeah, we'll do the egg roll. Yeah. And the wings too.
That looks like that garlic parmesan right there.
It is. Yeah, that's the garlic ones. You had wings tonight, right?
Yes, I did.
I got me a meatball palm.
Yeah,
I got me what it is a meatball palm. You know what a meatball palm is?
What is it?
It's an Italian cheeseburger, dude. Think about it.
It's an Italian cheeseburger.
Right?
That's funny.
What's a meatball?
Pretty
Ground
much.
beef, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You're right.
Cheese, right? Mozzarella.
You're right.
You know, you
You're
put
right.
American on a cheeseburger or Swiss, whatever, right? And ketchup,
Oh,
the sauce.
that's
Fucking
right. This makes sense.
Huh?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's an Italian cheeseburger.
All right,
dude.
you got it. You're right. All right, so next time I order, that's what I'll call it.
Oh
I
crap!
want to go out there too. Kids eat free on Mondays too now.
Oh,
They're
nice.
open on Mondays, 4 to close. So check it out too.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
usually
Man.
close
Take
on
your kid if
Mondays.
he's hungry, man. Get
Yeah.
some pizza.
So the kids eat free on Mondays.
He
So.
always does that for the kids. You know, he did that for the summer too. He had
He
them
did.
making
Yeah, he
pizza
did.
and all that.
He did.
He did a good thing, man.
Yeah.
That's really good. I'm glad he's doing that.
They do a great job. He's such a good guy.
He really is a good
yeah.
guy.
He takes care of us. We really
Make sure
appreciate
you guys
it.
drop in, tell them that we sent you, man. You know,
TGI now, get 10%
man,
off.
get 10% off, and it's a great place to go. Anyway, it's just a good pizza, man.
I'll play this video because this basically was, kind of what you were talking about earlier, right before we went on the commercial break there. It's a good one too.
Baudrillard, in this book, argues that our consumer society is a hyper-real world where the consumption of images and signs and symbols don't just mask reality, but they become it. Take the brand Nike, "Just Do It" tagline, have transcended physical products. Think about Mac. It's separated from the product to represent an idea, a lifestyle. So the simulation, the brand image, has overtaken the reality, which is the product. Politics, the simulation of the candidate becomes more critical, more important than their abilities or their beliefs. Why do they win? Because we, all of us, prefer simulation. We want it more. It's more important to us. Just think about everything in your life. We're in a world with fake meat, fake fabrics, fake celebrities, fake personalities, fake plants, fake grass. The trouble is that our dopamine comes from these places instead of real things. We're addicted to simulations. We get addicted to simulacra. We've sold our soul to hyper-real things. It's impossible for us to think in terms outside the simulation. So can we get back to real? I'm wondering this too. Some people might say that we're past the point of going back to it. Like we're so deep in this world of fakes, even if we tried to get back to what is real, there'd be nothing left. There's another side to this, and there could be little pockets of realness out there. They might be small, they might be hidden, but they're moments or places where what you see is what you get. So think of a genuine smile from someone you've never even met before and how that just feels. Think of art that's made just for the love of making the art, not for the selling of it. I think the key is to just know that the world we're in is filled with illusions and distractions, and we might not be able to completely get out of this, but we can definitely become smarter about navigating it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we were just talking about, just navigating it. Just a better way to just be aware of it and navigate it,
Don't have to be.
He's like, yo.
He said, ain't shit to go back to.
Right? Gotta get back to the old days.
New world.
New world, a new earth. Do it now. It's a simulation, Eddie.
It's not real. Nothing is real, really, if you think about it.
Yeah. It's a big, giant simulation. And then we give it its power, like we were just saying. Like,
we're the juice.
Yeah, we're the juice.
We're the juice.
We give it the power. And that's like he was saying, we give it the power, the candidates, the elections, all the products, Apple, and all these things that we have and all this technology. We give it the power. We can take it away just as fast if we decide to just turn it off. It's crazy, man.
Every day is I don't know.
Every day's a new day. It's TGI now. You have to live in the present. That's the key, that really is truly the key. I was listening to an watch video today when I was driving, and it's like the only thing that's real is this present moment. What we're doing right here, right now in this podcast room, the energy that we're bringing in here is the only thing that's real. We're playing videos and we're showing, what we think is going on, and it's a simulation. It's a battle between flesh and blood. Yeah, we're just putting it out there.
Just putting out ideas. That's what we've always done.
Exactly, for people to discern for themselves, the listeners that we have, and they listen, they say, oh, these three guys are saying the same thing that I feel, like that makes me feel like I'm not alone. That's why we started the Conspiracy Club, because people want to gather that they don't feel alone. They lost family and friends because they are arguing with them and they are having battles with them because they're trying to show them the truth. They're trying to put the glasses on them and they're not listening.
They're refusing.
And they're refusing the glasses. And that's when you have to realize, like, there's no way they're going to ever see it. So their energy can't hold the frequency of the new reality. They can't hold it. So they stay in the lower frequency. They're going to wallow in their sorrow and be like, Trump's bad and I hate him and I can't take it no more. And they just go and they wallow. You got to come down here with me. No, I don't want to believe you. I don't want to put the glass on. That's why that fight scene in They Live is so long. Because it just drags on and drags on, and you're like, "Oh my God, this is like ridiculous." It's longer than you would think when you watch the movie. Like, why is it taking so long? It's because he was trying so hard to get him to see what he could see, and the guy refused. He was going to break the glasses. He didn't want to see it. He was going to break them. He's going to be when they were fighting in the alley. Yeah, that's the longest fight scene in like forever because there's a reason for that.
He was going at it for real. He really wanted to put them damn glasses
because he wanted to see him. He's like, I want you to see what I will see. You'll never be the same, but it'll free your mind. It'll free you if you see it. And once the other guy put the glass on, he was like, shit. Have they always been there? What the fuck? Because he's seeing the unseen realm. He's seeing the demons in the city. Once you put the glass on, you see the demons. That's what we see. We just don't see it physically. We just see the people that are the words that they're using. They're saying certain things. You're like, ooh, that's a demon. Like, what are you saying that for? Like, that's fun. I got to get away from you. That's how you recognize it. That's how you navigate it. Because you sense, you recognize the pattern. Like, oh, this is the same pattern as the one over there. I got to get away from them. I got to go over here. Because even people in your own family, they're Mr. Smiths. There's Mr. Smiths everywhere. Like, I'm fortunate my circle of influence of people that are in my life, they're I don't have any like Mr. Smiths that are always like constantly nagging at me about something.
I keep them away from
you. Exactly. So you have to. It's exactly you to keep your circle small, because that's really what it comes down to. The more you open your circle, the more you're in the matrix before you become a bot in the matrix.
Yeah.
And you're doing what everybody else is doing. You're using ChatGPT to try to date a girl. You're like, what's the best way to like say this and like come over and have a barbecue? Like, you know, like this. It's fucking stupid. Like I always say, like we had to go pick up the phone. Hey, is Mary home? Like, hey, how you doing, Mary? You want to go see a movie? You know, like, you don't want to? Okay, wow. And then you feel bad because you hung the phone. She said no.
And then before text, we had notes.
Yeah, notes, exactly. Yeah, you did little notes, you know, but you were being creative. You know, like you don't need to be creative now. You don't need to. It's unnecessary. So you can ask, you could just be like, hey, what's a good first date idea? Before you had to use your fucking brain and say, oh, well, maybe I'll get some of this. And we'll go on the beach and we'll maybe do this. You know, you have to come up with the idea yourself. That's being authentic. That's what we were taught to be, is authentic, unconditional. We're creative beings. That's how powerful we are. But the way they keep us suppressed is to keep us in a low frequency, so we don't realize that we're creative beings and we're that powerful and that we can change this reality. So if we don't want to have the Federal Reserve, then we can say, you know what, no more Federal Reserve, because we don't want it no more, because that's how powerful we are. We don't want to deal with this bullshit fiat currency. I don't want to pay the IRS no more. I'm tired of it. This is bullshit. The IRS is illegal. That's what we have to say in the reality and speak it into existence. Say, we're not doing this no more. That's how powerful we are. There are very few of them. There's not many of them. There's more of us than there are of them. And that's what they're starting to realize. Like more people are raising their frequencies and they're not playing the Matrix game no more. They're like, fuck. And the ones that are playing the Matrix game are not. They're navigating like Rondell and you and I. We're going in the Matrix and we're doing a couple of things, but we're navigating it to the best of our abilities because we know what it is.
I'm here to fuck shit up.
Yeah. And that's it. Exactly. Is to put you're here to fuck shit up, but at the same time, you're a disruptor. You're a disruptor to the Matrix. Just like what he says at the end of the video when he says, I know you're out there. I'm going to show them a whole new world, a world that you don't want them to see. He tells the Matrix, I'm coming for you now. See, I'm going to go and start waking people up. I'm going to start showing people the truth. I'm going to start showing people. That's what we did with the podcast. From the evolution of the time when I was telling Kelly earlier, like before we would record it, and then you'd say, hey, John, send me the description and the thing, and I'd say, okay, and I'd sit in the car and I'd think of a description, I'd send it to you, and then you shoot it and upload it. So I would always just do and then you would do it, or I would do whatever. But we would use our brains and think about what we talked about the night before.
No, we've never used ChatGPT for this podcast.
Well, no, I use it now.
You do?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I do it like
John.
I do it for like descriptions and for titles. Yeah. I've been doing it because we're doing it live. So I come up with I try to come up with something quickly right away instead of waiting till when we do it.
Oh, I feel you.
Wow.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like
you got plugged into the Matrix.
Well, but what I do is I tee up videos.
I do it for marketing at the shop. I mean, like whenever I put in an ad or something, like I just put in an ad for the event I'm going to have on the 16th.
Yeah.
You know, with Allie's.
Yeah.
And I just invited Sacred Dagger. But what I'm saying is that
cool. I love that.
Yeah. So I created an ad.
Yeah.
But what I spoke it, and then it finished it to me.
Yeah. Well, that's what so what I do is I'll take the videos that I tee up during the week that I'm going to play for you guys, and I use those, and then I ask them to use this video and give me a title and a description based on the videos that I'm going to show.
I think that's what it was for initially, but like you said, now they're asking it to fix the words and everything. They got this thing now on it's called flirt message. It's like Jesus. So what it does,
oh God,
I saw it on Instagram. So what it does, it's it like I say, if you can't find the words, like you have mentioned before, the girls to go on the barbecue. How do I say it?
Yeah.
It does that.
It does that for you.
So it finds the right words for you to ask the girl out. It's called flirt something.
And like you said, the right words, because you use the certain trigger words, so they'll give you trigger words that might attract that person to respond. Right. That's what it's all about the response. Because when you're doing it yourself, you're trying to think of a word like how the response you'll get, and you might use a word that goes like, oh, I don't want to do that. So they it tries to prepare you for getting the right words in front of the person so that they respond. That's all it is.
I hate text. Bro.
It's a response. Yeah.
Golly, I hate text.
Definitely.
Yeah,
They get lost in translation.
Yeah.
Text.
I know.
I'd rather you call me.
Right? Just call.
Just call.
Get this conversation over with.
Yeah. And even the phone. I remember when I was younger and we had a landline. I could have been on that thing for hours, dude.
Yeah.
Why is that? Today I got a cell phone that I carry in my pocket,
Don't want
and I don't want to be in there more than a minute.
Right.
What do you need? I always, yeah, hello. What do you need?
I know.
Let's get this over with, this
Right.
conversation. I want to get off this fucking radar thing that's going to try to, kill me with cancer in my brain.
I know.
Yeah, man. I don't fuck around with the phone too much. I keep it because, everybody has one. But if I had a choice, dude, I wouldn't have one, bro. Really, man. Call me on the landline. If you don't reach me, I'm not around.
Right.
If I'm on the phone, beep, beep, I'm busy.
Yeah. The busy
simple.
the busy
yeah,
signal.
the busy signal. It's just nowadays you got to click,
Yeah,
click,
the busy signal.
click,
There's no
click,
such thing.
and then
as
when you
busy.
don't pick up, they call again. Click.
That's airplane.
click,
You got to do
click,
airplane mode.
click.
Airplane mode. It's the
I mean,
busy
still got to,
signal.
if you're on airplane mode, you can't get a call. But I'm saying if you're on a call,
Yeah.
it
Oh, yeah,
doesn't.
you can hear it beeping through.
You hear it beeping. Click, 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 click.
Yeah.
And then you don't pick up, and they click, click, click again. You're like, what the fuck?
Right.
man?
Yeah. You had to hit the little thing.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
guess it's called. They call it a fuck you button.
It was called. It was called call waiting. Remember that?
No,
that
it's called the fuck you button.
call waiting. Was
When you
the
don't
one.
want to pick up a call, when you just hit the red.
Right. And before it was called. They had.
You met my friend Tone. Tone who?
And they had caller ID. Caller ID was the other thing.
Yeah, I remember when
When it first came out.
when we had dial for internet.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
That bitch screaming.
Right. Yeah. That's.
And you had to wait for it to pick up.
Sometimes they're waiting.
Sometimes it's better just to go back to those days.
Yeah,
Dial up.
I agree, bro.
Get some dial up.
Give me the 70s, man.
I ain't trying to go back to that slow ass.
Well, you weren't born yet, bro.
Y'all
You
keep
weren't even a
that.
thought of your daddy's pen. But what I'm saying,
That's funny. Oh
the
man.
70s were nice, man.
Yeah,
They were nice, man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
70s were good.
Take your word for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The sky was cleaner.
Yeah, man. Shit.
They weren't spraying all the time. It was like
Then 1980 came and
That started-
disco and all
started
this
to
bullshit.
get a little cloudy.
It's funny, right? I was a rockhead, right? So I like going to the clubs on the weekends just because I like to party. And I never told my rock friends that I was into disco. I even had a button that said disco sucks. I was such a hypocrite.
God.
True story, bro.
So
Every fucking Friday night, I call my cousin. You go in the studio.
Oh my
You're
God.
gonna go to Crisco's. We're gonna go to Paradise Garage. Where we're going tonight?
Oh,
Roseland.
That's funny.
Yeah, bro.
I'm going with y'all.
The Limelight. There's some fucking nice clubs up north, man. In New York back in the day,
Yeah.
bro. And you party all night. I remember you would leave the fucking club at 10 in the morning, bro. You fucking, the first thing you do is you look yourself in the truck mirror. You're like, holy fuck.
Right,
I'm about to get on the subway looking like this.
man.
Eyes big as shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Yeah, it was cool,
Those were-
man. You know what was the best thing, bro? Was pancakes. When you get out of a club and you eat some pancakes,
Yeah.
go have breakfast.
Right.
I remember we used to
that was
leave.
the best.
We used to leave the bar, and literally leave the bar. We would be like 30 cars deep, hitting fucking hot.
Oh, yeah.
We'd
How
have.
about when they had Denny's out here?
Yeah.
Oh, Denny's used to get shut down too. But me and my friends, bro, we used to. That bitch, that we ran them shit, bro. I'm talking about IHOP, bro. We used to have entertainment for the fucking cooks, everything. Have motherfuckers arguing across the restaurant, had the
Right.
whole restaurant crying, laughing. I'm talking about shit used to be so funny. We don't have some nights.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man. I have,
Yeah.
you know,
We don't have some
Denny's,
nights in IHOP.
back up north, they were called diners, dude. They didn't have like names back in the 70s.
Yeah.
That became popular after.
Yeah,
They were just a diner. You
Yeah.
catch one of those diners that looked like a bus.
Get some steak and
Remember?
eggs.
Yeah,
steak
get
and
some
eggs.
steak and eggs.
Yeah, like,
$1.99.
Right. Yeah.
Like a train.
$1.99, you get steak and eggs, bro.
And they
$2.99, you could add fucking potatoes and bacon.
And now it's $15.99.
Oh, 15 more than that.
Yeah.
You go to some places $23.99 for a
Not at Country
Steak and eggs.
steak and eggs.
Country
bro.
Kitchen not that high. It's a little high, but not that bad.
Still,
That country.
Country Kitchen. Yep. Steak and eggs.
you know,
Love it.
that's all right.
Yeah.
it's just crazy what we got to pay for food today.
It's insane. It's absolutely nuts. You know,
Nobody's
No wonder I
questioning why
lost
Bill
10
Gates
pounds.
got all the farmland.
exactly. No, so
Nobody. Why does tech do but all the farmland in water?
all of it.
Why is he buying water?
Because they want to
So
make
when they,
our food, not
Yeah.
let it grow.
I think it's so when the world goes to shit, you can claim shit like that.
Yeah.
But look what
So
they
you have
said before in
ownership.
the video when they showed the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Even fake meat, everything is fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's real?
I get my meat from
We
Riverbend
eat a
Ranch.
steak, right? We don't really know it's real. We were assuming because we ordered the steak.
Yeah,
Bro, I
I got it
swear
from
to
a
you.
ranch. I rolled it from a ranch, so I'm hoping it's real.
I swear to you, most of the shit like that you get out of the stores now, bro. I eat that shit, bro. I can't even finish it because it don't taste the same as when I was a
Yeah.
kid. It's
Kelly?
not.
Oh,
I'm
nothing
telling you,
fake.
I'll bite something. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, Kelly's
Something about it ain't right.
We be getting sushi, and she's like, "It's fake tuna," and I'm like, "Oh, geez, with the
Yeah.
fake tuna."
Could be.
It is.
Yeah,
They got fake crab.
people be lying,
Yeah.
saying they
Fake
get.
tuna.
You know how much tuna costs, bro? The tuna they supposed to be using for
Oh, it's
sushi.
expensive, bro.
That shit is the sushi roll should cost about $30 a piece. If they're using the
It's real
tuna that
tuna.
you
If they're
think about,
using $10.99, they got some fake
Yep.
tuna.
think about that, dude. That's
It's a Publix tuna. Yeah, the Publix
Yeah.
tuna. And then
Wow.
we went somewhere else and we got tuna. It was fake. I
On
Yeah,
remember
think about
Wednesdays,
that, bro.
you get $5 sushi.
tuna
at
is a
Publix.
very
Oh,
fucking
was that
expensive
that
fish.
paella plate. Yeah, yeah. They had fake
Tuna is a
tuna.
really expensive fucking fish.
It
I
is.
seen the
I've seen fish go for
Oh, yeah.
some of those things go for
what was the name of
$2.50.
that show?
I saw one. Somebody caught one
Tuna.
of
It
them.
was tuna. Some of these guys, these tuna fishermen from
Oh yeah,
from Ketchikan, Alaska.
yeah. It was a wild catch or something.
Yeah,
Some of them
these
fish
guys
go for
will catch
200
fucking tuna,
grand.
They'll get paid, bro.
Dumb money on one fish, 200 grand. Because all the sushi, all the shit you can make out of that one fucking fish.
Damn.
One fish is the size of this damn room,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Mm.
crazy,
and he fat as fuck.
right?
They be
And-
cutting these big
and-
ass chunks out of these motherfuckers. That shit looks so crazy. It look like it cutting marble
And he's-
when they
and-
cut into them shit.
And he's real. It's real
It's
too.
real as
it's real as fuck.
Real as fuck.
Right?
Real as fuck.
It's real as
boy.
fuck. Right? It's real. That's funny. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, but it's just a lot of fake shit, fake, fake everything, man. People say things that aren't real. People fucking just put words out there, It's just, we live in a make-believe world, bro. We don't even know what's real anymore, Words, seriously.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to put a word out there, and I think we said this once before in the podcast, the word love.
Mhm.
That word is used so freely, bro. A word that is so strong.
Yeah.
A word that means so much. The word love is the strongest word in the Bible because they say that in these three remain faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Why? Because the Bible says that God is love. But we use the word like nothing. I love you, bro. I love you, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Like, it's just a word
Yeah.
that we use. We don't really, I don't know if people understand the word love.
Yeah.
And agape, that filial love.
Agape, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do they know what that means?
Yeah.
I mean, because we use it freely. I mean, I love you and then fuck you. That's how that works,
Yeah. Yeah.
So words, just to get back to words, that's a word that's so misused.
Yeah.
So misused, man.
I think
really-
well, that's because we put conditions on it a lot of times. Like that's why I always say unconditional love. It has to be unconditional. There's no conditions behind it. There's no like, oh, if you do this, then I'll love you more. And people use that word to use it against people too.
Oh, yeah, love can be used for many things, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Could be used to hurt somebody because you could tell somebody you love them and hurt them.
100%.
And you could use love to manipulate people, make them believe that you
Yep.
love them. But it's not even fucking true. It's
Yeah.
all bullshit. Just fucking words.
Yeah, well, they're spells.
I'm from
Again,
Missouri. Show my ass, bro.
show me the show me state.
That's right.
You're not from Missouri.
I'm from New York with my fucking attitude. With me. So that is from Missouri, bro. Fuck that.
That's funny.
You guys know me when it comes to that, bro.
I got homies in Missouri.
The reptilians,
No,
you got to show me.
they gonna show
They're
you
coming.
shit.
They're coming.
They finna show their ass. They
Aliens,
talking
I
about
believe, because I seen them.
no. They talk about really letting them come forth so they can merge with
The
society.
reptilians.
Yeah, you finna see these motherfuckers.
Okay.
You talk about show me. They really talking about right now letting them integrate with us.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. He said, show me. God's finna. Here you
Show
go.
you, here you go. Right?
They really having conversations right now.
Coming out of the ground.
You know the Bible speaks about creatures.
Yep.
I
Come out.
already know it.
They come out of the ground. They're below us. They're beneath
From
us.
below.
No, it talks about creatures like another species. Creatures.
Cool.
It says there's about 60 of them on this planet now. Different species.
This shit's going on in the sky too, man. A lot
I'm
of shit
just
going.
gotta, you know,
We got
When I
shit
see it-
entering our
when I
orbit.
see it, I'm gonna say, okay, they were right.
All right.
Not our orbit. It's entering our galaxy.
Yeah.
Shit entering our galaxy right now. Like a bunch of shit like that look like rocks, but it just appeared out of nowhere. And the way it's sitting out there, it's like just hovering. A bunch of shit in our fucking solar system right now.
Yeah, there is.
This shit gonna be crazy. Yeah, Eddie talk about show me. They already having the conversation on how we supposed to do this.
Yeah. It's coming.
All right.
It's coming. It's coming.
They already having the convo of how this shit's supposed to go. How they going? This shit gonna be crazy. It might be like segregation all over again. Because imagine if they look scary.
Right.
I really think they look just like us.
Yeah.
Just like something. They look like us, but there's something different. You can tell that is not normal.
Yeah.
That's all it's gonna be. And it's gonna be another kind of segregation, them trying to put them against us. Then we really got a fucking problem. Because these motherfuckers probably got powers and shit.
Right.
You don't want them kind of issues.
They do have powers. Yeah, they do.
Well, I mean, we could go back to a movie,
Shit, that's what the fuck is gonna be for real.
Planet of the Apes.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Remember the apes?
Yeah.
Apes
Yeah.
take over.
The apes take over.
That's right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's right. Yeah. They did
Aliens
take over, right? They came in, they put everybody in
Remember,
cages.
they
See,
were
I'm gonna be
first.
cool with them. I'm
They
gonna
were creatures.
I'm
at
gonna
first.
get cool with them. Y'all gonna be sitting there,
They
yeah.
were cool
Right.
at
I
first.
knew y'all
And
was
they were
out here.
talking, and then they were like, "What the
That's
fuck?"
funny, right?
Huh?
I'm gonna hit this. You think it's too hard? I had a ass lit.
Man.
Every alien
Oh my
with me
God.
gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want you thinking too hard. Here.
Holy, right? Jesus. Oh my
I don't need
God.
none of that space thought in this motherfucker. We chilling.
Right?
We vibing. I don't need none of that.
The reptilians.
Yeah, they got a cookbook, how to cook gas.
The
Dude,
lizard.
trust me.
Well, they ain't gonna use it on me because I'm gonna be a cool ass motherfucker.
The lizards.
They're gonna be like, Rondell, cool. We gonna keep him around.
Rondell
Rondell
believed in us all along.
was saying
He
that
knew
shit.
about it.
Rondell knew what was
He was
popping. We can't just do away with him. He was telling them they wouldn't listen.
He knew about us.
He was
since
ready for us
12.
when we came.
Right? They're
I told
coming.
you about the goggles I want to get, right?
Yeah, so you can see them.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I just want to find a pair just to see it. I just want to take a peek. I just want to peek
Oh.
just to see if
See them shape shift in front of you.
that's
Just
just.
like a
Say the
Mr.
dude,
Smith.
say the dude put them bitches on. They was sitting there, they was riding. Next thing you know, he just started letting off on the 50 cap.
You know what the thing is that a lot of people believe that too.
No, they said fucking 75% of anybody who put those fucking red goggles on,
Yeah.
there were chemicals in them that made shit that made you fucking
See the
Yeah.
unseen.
the
right?
red already was a bad color because they could see like shadows moving around
Yeah.
that weren't there.
Yeah.
So that red, whatever that
Picks up
red,
the heat or whatever.
it's
yeah.
something that was whatever that.
Well, it's kind of like the Predator, like the movie The Predator. Like,
Yeah.
remember how he saw he didn't see the Predator at first. He was all shape
So
shifted.
the heat.
He saw the heat and he was able to see the Predator in the tree. And he was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is
Yeah.
that?" But he was kind of shape shifting at the same time. Like he was in a different frequency. They
Yeah.
tell you right there.
Crazy.
Yeah, he was in a different frequency.
I'm gonna find them. They say they're expensive.
They say that the Sasquatch is in a different frequency. Bigfoot's like in a different frequency. They like he's
I
a
believe
woman.
that there's a Sasquatch out.
Yeah, and I think that's why you can't see them a lot
Yeah.
because they're in a different
I'm sorry,
frequency.
man.
They go in
I
and out of
seen,
frequencies.
Did you ever see the video of the guy? They keep not even the video of the guy. There's a few videos of people releasing, like people will be driving down the highway in like California, and they see these tall ass things standing on top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen
I've
those?
seen that. Yep.
And then they like the things be
Yeah.
walking
Oh, yeah,
down
I've
the
seen
mountain.
it.
These things have to be at least like
I've seen
12 feet tall.
Yeah, I've seen
When
that.
I was in
That was crazy. Yeah.
when I was younger, right, we used to go every summer to Puerto Rico. I used to go to Puerto Rico every summer for 2 months. And there was a giant in Carolina. It was called El Gigante de Carolina. And the guy was like 10 feet tall, bro. Had hands, big fucking hands, big feet. He was big.
Yeah, see?
I've never seen a man that big.
Yeah.
I still haven't. You know what I mean? He was big.
Well,
the
Nephilim,
and he was
right?
called the Gigante. They had two of them in Puerto Rico. There was another one. I never saw them in Carolina. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nephilim.
Giants.
Yeah. Nephilim ancestors. They're still around. They were still around.
Yeah,
it was
bro.
like Bigfoot. Yeah.
Remember freak shows, a circus?
Oh yeah.
They all started with people who were just different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. They had the bearded lady.
The bearded lady was a trans.
Yeah.
Was a trans man.
Every time.
Fat
I'm sure.
Every
tranny.
time.
Right?
Tranny. Yeah.
A tranny.
Yeah. Now she's doing,
Now she's all over the place.
Now she's working at Kilted Mermaid.
She works in Kilted Mermaid.
Damn,
Oh,
that's
man.
what a mess that is. I
I
don't
tell
even
you.
want to get into that.
But it's
That's,
just,
that's for the board report on Fridays at 7. Fridays at 7. Tune in. Board
I
report.
tell you, man, there's a lot of shit going on in this town.
It
bro.
is. It's
This
all.
town is
Well,
fucked up.
again, it's all the stuff coming to the surface. That's what it
Talking
is.
about giants, they say that the original ancestors of Vero Beach were giant
Yeah.
cannibal Indians.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
giants,
Yeah,
and they were cannibals.
Oh,
and
yeah.
here in Vero,
I've heard that. Yeah,
the tribe that was here,
yeah.
the natives,
Mm-hmm.
they were giants and they were cannibals.
Mhm.
See, that's a curse in this town.
I agree. I believe it. I totally believe it. Yeah,
You know,
this is a place where people
that's
come
like
to
a
telling
hundred.
you.
There's so much money in this
You
town.
feel magic here.
Yeah.
You feel magic in the air.
Something's off. Yeah.
You feel it in the air. Go on beachside where they say they was.
Yep.
And tell me you don't feel it when you're over there.
I love it over there.
You love it. You feel that. Because it's an energy. There's something here, bro.
But to go back to that giant was gentle.
Yeah.
The gentle giant.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very friendly. Felt kind of. He was very shy, actually.
Oh.
He didn't want to scare you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
it's
shy,
it's gotta be
very
weird.
timid. So it must be tough. But what I'm saying to you is that maybe they're not enemies,
I mean, like you just couldn't find shoes.
because the Bible says. Remember initially that our struggle was not against flesh and blood. Even a reptilian is flesh and blood.
If he shapeshifts, he's not.
Right. So he's still He's still
Well,
shifting.
they can get into human form, but they're able to shift.
So
into
you're
different
saying that
frequency.
they're principalities, they're evil powers, they're evil
Yes.
spirits?
Yes. Yeah.
The reptilians are.
Well, I think that they're part of that. I think that they can go in
See,
and
I
out of
misunderstood the whole concept of reptilians. I thought they were just species.
Well, I think
Different species.
I
that
think they're
just-
different species, but they're able to interact in our frequency, either physically or non-physically. They can do both. They can go in and out of frequency, so they can become physical if they want.
So what
But
you
they don't. But they don't.
Okay, so
what you, that
I'm
kind of
confused
being
now.
you're talking about, that's the kind of being I'm trying to be cool with. That's called fifth dimension.
Exactly.
That's a being that can see
Okay,
everything
now-
all at once.
Now I'm talking about
He's
just
right.
the reptilian itself.
No.
Right. Well, they're lower.
That's different.
They're lower. They're lower
Yeah,
frequency.
they're built for
So they're
war.
more flesh and blood.
Yeah,
they're
want
lower
war.
frequency.
They are a race that wants to be superior.
Yeah.
They want that is the race that wants to be superior.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's been warning about. The reptilian race is the one that wants to be.
They're the ones that are like quarantined over this planet.
Yeah,
they're the
they
ones that
want-
they want to be higher.
They want to be higher than everybody.
They hate the
They
human
want to
race.
claim this planet.
Yeah, they hate the human race.
They don't want
So
any
they're
other.
enemies.
Yes, they
Yeah.
hate the humans. They hate humans.
That's their whole
Yeah.
for centuries.
Yeah.
Everybody's been saying it's the reptilian race.
Yeah.
There are races here that have been trying to help.
They just have no regard for human life. They hate
Nothing.
They
Only
hate,
their own race.
they hate humanity.
Preserving themselves.
Kind of like the devil. He hates humanity. He doesn't want humanity.
and they're gonna be the first ones to be brought in. Watch.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, they hate humanity. They
I
don't
hope
want
I'm
us. They don't
alive
want
for
to.
that.
They don't want us to. They don't want us to raise our frequency. They hate humanity, and they want to see us stay in a low frequency. They don't want to see us rise, ascend to a higher frequency. So they're doing whatever they
So
can to
okay,
keep us
so
lower.
just to get it, just for me and other people to understand, because I'm lost in this. So that fifth dimensional being,
Yep.
right? Shapeshifters. It's a shapeshifter.
It can be.
They go in and
It
out.
can be anything they want.
So it's an evil force. So it's a principality in the air.
Yeah.
It depends.
See, that's what I'm asking.
That's up in the air. That means a fifth dimensional being
It could be good or bad.
It could be good or bad, depending on where that dimensional being comes from.
Yeah. It could be good
You
or
gotta
bad.
think about it, bro. Just like we get raised, it's how it's brought up. If it's just like the reptiles, I was brought up for war. I was brought to sit up and predict outcomes of war. That's what I watch. If it's something that likes
destruction,
likes love, and likes to watch memories of people and moments, that's one that you want to run into, right? Something that wants to enjoy life.
Maybe
It
more
wants to make sure people are enjoying life. It wants to protect life. Yeah. There are beings out there like that. Beings that have been talking to people for centuries.
Okay, so those are called angels.
Yeah, they could
so
be.
I'm just trying to.
That's what you would categorize as an angel. And that's what angels are, fifth dimensional beings.
Okay, that I know. They're celestial beings.
Celestial beings. That's what fifth dimension is. Celestial.
And see, in my look at it is that we're raising our frequency as humans in this body, and we're gonna meet our celestial body. We're gonna raise ourselves up to that.
But we're gonna be higher than the angel. The Bible says.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the Bible says that we will be higher than
because we'll take our celestial bodies. We'll take these physical
our celestial bodies will be more powerful than them. The angels envy us.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. And that's what they don't want because they know that's how powerful we are.
Yeah.
And that's how we change the
we
world.
do have the power.
And that's how we change the
That's
world.
what Satan had a problem with.
Yeah, he doesn't like us.
No, because we're going to change the world with our frequency and our consciousness. As we raise it, we'll change this reality. We can change it. That's how powerful we are. That's why they don't want us to do it.
That puts two and two together with the whole Ephesians 6:12.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look how that came. Look how that podcast came in the full circle. Like that. Look at that.
You finna see some shit.
That's
See some shit.
I have my glasses on.
Yeah, and you got your eye fixed. So.
Yeah. Well, part of it.
Yeah.
I'm still half power.
Well, I think in the movie They Live, they ended up getting contact lenses too. They got contacts at the end. They had better technology.
They were making them.
They were making contact lenses so that they couldn't tell if you were wearing the glasses. So then the beings couldn't see and go, I got one that can see because he would wear the glasses. Now he's like, I got contacts. You can't tell if I can see his dirty ass. Your reptilian ass. Right?
This shit's gonna be crazy.
I know. No, Hypnotic November.
We're running around this bitch like an anime.
Okay.
It's gonna be wild.
Like I said, I mean, I'm not discrediting what you're saying. I really don't. I've been hearing it for years from you guys. But...
And then now you're kind of seeing it a little bit more with the frequency part.
Well, what it is, I just put things together. See, I'm a firm believer of the Bible, right? So the Bible says that there are creatures out there. Yeah. Okay, so if that's what you guys are talking about, your fifth dimensional beings. If you're talking about demons and angels, okay, I agree. Yeah. Definitely. I believe that demons can shapeshift because they can possess people. Yeah. Okay. And even the Bible says that they disguise themselves.
Exactly.
They come in disguises. Yeah. This is what I'm not saying. The Bible says.
No, that makes sense.
So if they're disguising themselves, how do we know? Angels disguise themselves as strangers, the Bible says. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So be kind to strangers because you never know if you're entertaining an angel, but they disguise themselves as people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It makes sense.
Yeah. So if that's what shape-shifting is, then I'm a believer.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about like green people turning into people, that's what I'm having a hard time with.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
But I get it though. Because the Bible does speak about it. You understand? Yeah. But I just like in my mind. Oh, by the way, Molly passed away.
Oh man.
Huh?
My lizard, my dragon, passed away.
Lizard.
Yeah, lizard. We're talking about lizards. But anyway, Molly, I had him 5 years. He was 8 years old. Anyway.
Damn. Holy shit.
But I always see like that.
Yeah.
Like a lizard, you turning into a person. I never forget Quinn one time was showing me a
video
of a movie, and he thought it was real.
Yeah.
And I had to tell him that's from a movie, dude. But the whole point is that that's since he showed me that, That's all I see.
Yeah, and it's not. It's
It's
just,
not
that's just
real.
a depiction of it.
But now, if we speak about it in
frequency,
in a spiritual term, like again, we go back to Ephesians 6:12, that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities in the air. You speak about fifth dimensional beings. I'm telling you that they're angels and demons.
Yeah.
So then I agree. Okay.
Yeah. No,
I see that.
I think that's what we're and then where do we fit into that?
I
Like
told
you
you.
said, like we're raising our
We fit
consciousness.
into it because the Bible says that we will be higher than them. That when, as we're here, the Great Commission is for us to tell other people about the truth. That's how the Great Commission, right, says it's for us to go out,
That's what we're doing.
our feet ready, readiness in the feet, having the full armor of God, because you're going to need it because the battle's out there, right? Be ready to inform people of the truth. That's our job. Then the 144,000 that I believe we're a part of, right? Our job is to really convince people, to bring them in. That's our job. Those people that are lost, to bring them in. That's the purpose of the 144,000.
Makes sense.
See?
And that's what we're doing.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we will be higher than those fifth dimensional beings.
Interesting.
Because we go, as humans, we're already above them. Why? God loves us. For he so loved the world, right? The greatest 3:16, John 3:16.
Exactly.
That he gave his only begotten son, right? So the whole point is they hate that.
Exactly.
Now the angels are there to protect us. They're not loving us. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that the angels love us.
Yeah. Just there to protect.
They're just there to protect us.
Yeah.
Keep us safe, guide us, journey. We'll have presentation of angels. Everybody's supposed to have an angel covering them up, right? So that's the fifth dimensional being you're talking about. I'm definitely agreeing. Because the principalities in the air, those are fifth dimensional beings. They do all kinds of shit to hurt us. Agreed.
Yeah. Bingo. That's a great way to put it. That's a great way to end the show.
Yeah, good way to end the show, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Just
that was pretty strong.
Yeah, because it's just ending it. Because I always like to remember, you guys. I love you guys. I mean, you guys. I mean, John's my
we
best
sound
friend. You're
crazy.
like my son.
We get it.
Right. But what I'm saying is that, so I make crazy.
Yeah.
I put it in here, and I've always done that. I've always referred to the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is biblical. You're just using different words. Remember I told you, John, when I first met you, you put words into what I've always believed?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
Just to get back to what we spoke about, words. Use your words kindly.
Right.
Be impeccable with your word. Just be impeccable. Before we close, why don't you read what be impeccable means? Just so people could get it. Because that's so important.
Hold on. Let me get my glasses on.
Put on the other glasses.
All right. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love.
Yeah.
Boom. Look at that.
That's how we'll end it. That's just saying. Be impeccable with your word. Truth and love. The two things I spoke about with your word.
100%. Yeah.
And the two things that are misused the most. Truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm saying the truth. That's the truth. The TV says they're saying the truth. This is the truth. And love. I love you. I love you. The two things that we got to be impeccable with are the most misused words on the planet.
That's what he said. Wow.
Think about that. God bless you, man. Thanks for listening. Please share the show. Stop by Caps.
Yep, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah, give him a call, 772-770-CAPS. Knocking out pizza since 1987. All right, guys. Stay human.
Love peace, chicken grease, baby. We out.
We out.